So if you are trying to find enemy ships in Starfield, there is a few ways just naturally as you will progress through the game that you obviously will come up into battles, missions that will require help. We've seen a couple already in a few of the missions where you've gone after somebody, so they are naturally spawning there. But if you are looking to just generically take somebody down, you want to go into your star map. And as you can see, if you've ever looked left and right of the star map, there is a lot of places to go. It's not like even these little ones down here. There's a lot of places that you can go to in this. So it is very much quite a big campaign, and most definitely a lot of them will be places with lots and lots of enemy ships. By the looks of it, that is going to be it. I think maybe you might find a couple more there, but predominantly that is enough to get your taste buds going. So we at the minute are in, I don't even know where we are at the minute. We are in here. So level 45, definitely not what we want to be doing, but we want to go and have a look and see if we can find some enemy ships. So sometimes you want to maybe stay in your own sort of lane, but what I would suggest is with ships, especially if you are relatively good with anything in terms of ship attack, then you can kind of go up the level a little bit. Just depends on your repair and obviously as you battle. So at the minute we see faction as a Crimson Fleet there. You're not going to find it necessarily in everything, but if we do see that, that predominantly should mean there is somebody there. With this, obviously, you've got a grav jump, so we will, we'll let this just, in fact, we'll go one more on the grav, because obviously with grav jumping, you've got to kind of take a bit off all of everything else to obviously give you the points to be able to grav jump, so you don't necessarily want to be taking off your shields, but I'm hoping, with there being a Crimson Fleet there, I can imagine we should be straight on the battle here. Like we are, beautiful. So the grav jump's gone, we're going to go with enemies, and here we go. So straight into the battle, but what you will find is if you are, and I will show you after this as well, wow, there is a lot of people here. Okay, I did not expect this many. This will be interesting. Let's take out the big boss to start with, just because I feel like we should be alright with this. They're only level 20. Can we get anything a little bit closer there? Come on, let's get a bit of a boost on the go. And okay, let's turn around for that one. Obviously, everybody else might be a little bit lower. I've got repair stuff as well for my ship anyway, so that should be beautiful. Oh my god, there's level 22s and everything. This might have been a bit more than I can chew off, to be honest. I thought that... oh my god, okay. I need to swap my... oh, okay, yeah, this is not happening whatsoever. Yeah, we've bitten off far more than we can chew here. But we might be able to go down with a bit of force here. You've just got to try and literally get as much as you can gone. Because once you've only got so many targets, like as you can see, we are trying to fight 4 or 5 by the looks of it still. Wow, that is impressive. I don't even know where we're going at this point. And I think we're going to go. And there we go. Damn. Well, that's a way to do a video. But what I'm hoping it doesn't do is put me straight back in the battle, because that's going to be a very tough one regardless. So we've managed to get away from there. We've just had to reload just before we've gone there. Luckily, the auto saves does help me. So that is a spot to bother. Obviously, there may be a way to get around that, but honestly, I don't know how you managed to get away from it. I know you can grav jump in battle, but for whatever reason, it just wasn't working. So we know full well not to do that. But in terms of kind of going elsewhere, so for instance, if we are looking, so we'd have to go through there to be able to do it. So we want to try and go somewhere down here. So if we're looking for a relatively easier place to go, so if say we go to Jaffa instead, what you want to be doing, and it, like I said, it's not going to be in every single mission or a little planet that you go to, but there is going to be a good shout anyway. If you've never been there before, obviously you do have to jump to them. So for instance, set a course and we have to jump to it nonetheless. Obviously having a bit of grav in there will always help. And half the time there might be something in there. It might just be a straight one to the planet, or there might be a mission or a call that comes in, depending on what you kind of get from it. Every single planet can be different. Predominantly, if you do this, if I get something, you'll get the exact same. But obviously, it's not going to be an enemy ship in every single one. This one, obviously, there is, as we can see. So it is going to be a little bit of an easier battle by the looks of it. Level 32. And I think that's all we can see so far. So we're going to start hammering this one. With obviously the fleets, they look like they're going to be a lot more difficult purely for the fact that obviously there's a lot more of them. That's kind of the problem. It's not necessarily the level of them, because as you can see here, a level 32 isn't that difficult. And to be honest, I think we've got help in planes here, so that's going to be a nice one to obviously add as well when you go into this. It's not always going to be everybody's against you. You might have help from Freedom Rangers, from just the Marines in general, and then obviously you can kind of go forward. You sometimes get a call, you might get some kind of repair parts, which is always good, but that is kind of the predominant way to find enemy ships. From there as well, if you wanted to get the space loot, then obviously you'd have to go closer to it. Predominantly, I would, if I'm especially just trying to get near it, you only have to go so far. Silver, always good. So you've got I've got a full cargo anyway. But if I wanted to get it, then obviously you can transfer it. So if I can have a look what's in here, we've got some in fact, we've got some we don't have the inventory of my my ship, which is always fantastic. But okay, this is not the cargo ship, but you know what I mean. That is how you get it.